South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Waddle now to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Tua going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And throw right side complete to Parker.
I had a hard flight over there, too.
As he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Ross to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught by Hawkins. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Bro, I swear I got that first. That's crazy.
now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Six nothing our score after 1. Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Go.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Strip that ball. Set. Hut. 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ready, go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one complete
That
to
out
Will
route.
Fuller. And he'll be out of
Out
bounds
route was
right
getting
at the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
My rock.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The tackle made by Booker.
2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Fuller brings it in. Over
Give me
the
my
middle.
rock already, bro.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very
could've
strong
learned
drive
that.
as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To a hit, and the ball
me the
is
rock.
out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It got his man complete. A big gain there for the Bills. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And they went the wrong
How does
way
he get
there.
there,
Losing
bro?
yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Buying time to his left.
Oh,
And he is out
Josh
of
Allen got
bounds,
wheels.
but not before he's inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen.
Oh my God, Allen.
And his throw here's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, Hawkins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd
Man.
shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Flush to his right.
Oh, it was a pick. Oh, I thought he picked it.
A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job.
Oh, I think that's out of bounds.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
Bro.
The field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Time on pass to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He lost 9 there.
That's a bag right there, bro.
Second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Still out of bounds.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Time on pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and inches, Tua. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Give me my rock.
Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Dolphins 6. Tyler Bass to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really
that was a pick, bro.
Taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Tua now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On first down, It's Hawkins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And
Bro.
lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes
Oh, I missed the fuck out of that.
Side of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Bro, he's like coming forward like 10 yards to catch that shit.
Before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him.
Man, what was that?
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Drops it to Jones.
Hold it. Come on, hold it.
Moment, this will be a 1st down.
Thank
But
you.
we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Tua to throw again. This into the hands of his
Wow, at that
quarterback,
post.
Ronald Jones.
Seen it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down, 51 to Mike.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's
Bro.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
53. Let's go, defense.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Wow.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
It's ain't gonna work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be marked down.
I didn't think that was gonna work. I knew it was that blitz.
A big play here for Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about
I'm not getting no yards off of that shit.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3rd and goal from the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't.
And now
91 hit power, boy.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up.
Give me my rock.
Exactly right. If we were down there, if that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for him. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to throw that.
Here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is caught by Hawkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. Hawkins. They had a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen escaping the.
I ain't gonna pass it. I had him open. I could have scored. I ain't gonna do that.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's gonna lead him to 4th down.
Oh, missed it again.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Watch the run. Go, Mike 51.
on 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And he's
Bro.
down to the 35-yard line.
Bro.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one swung out here to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tua. Oh,
If he would have caught that.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And now here's Ross. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see